You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White Sports fans? John Matrix here, and I am back with another video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also, check out the merch, 15% off anything in the merch store. Use the discount code GinaRots. Let's get into this, guys. Oh, one more thing, by the way. blackandwhitenetwork.com will probably end up being live by the time you actually see this video here today, folks. So consider becoming a member over there on the website. Or if you would like to give a one-time donation, we do have a donation tab over there as well to support us here on Black and White Network, news, sports, and entertainment. Check out the link in the description. Let's get into this. We're going to be talking about the Olympics, man. The U.S. Olympics, to be more precise here. Guys, what happened to sports in 2020? Sports in 2020 went full-blown woke. Full-blown SJW. And what happened with that? People tuned out. But I guess the U.S. Olympic Committee has not learned that fans of sports do not want politics and sports mixed together. But guys, it's just going to be a continuation of what happened in 2020, as the U.S. Olympic Committee has now endorsed Black Lives Matter and all kind of other social justice statements and actions when it comes to the U.S. Olympic trials. Let's go over here to Outkick, man. This is going to be a disaster, okay? It says here, the Olympics are going to be a woke fest after the latest USOPC ruling. The U.S. Olympics and Paralympic Committee has taken a more progressive stance and will allow athletes to advocate in support of racial and social justice at upcoming Olympic trials. Tuesday, the USOPC outlined new demonstration rules in a detailed 9-page document sent to athletes and the Olympic Committee. The rules outline what USOPC classifies as permissible demonstrations aimed at advancing racial and social justice or promoting the human dignity of individuals or groups that have been historically underrepresented, minoritized, or marginalized, a news release reads. Among the given examples of permissible demonstrations include, check this out, wearing a hat or a face mask with phrases such as Black Lives Matter or Trans Lives Matter, or words such as equality or justice. Holding up one's fists at the start line or on the podium. And here's the kicker, guys. Kneeling on the podium or at the start line during the national anthem. Have we not learned anything from 2020? People do not want this stuff in their sports. People have tuned out sports because of things like this. And now the U.S. Olympic Committee wants to virtue signal and show you how woke they are by allowing athletes to kneel for the national anthem. They're supposed to be representing the country, representing the flag. But on the world stage, you're signing off on these athletes disrespecting the country. This doesn't make any sense. Okay? Now, to get a little bit more in detail on this, you can actually wear a hat with the phrases Black Lives Matter or Trans Lives Matter. But you can also, advocate for equity for BIPOC. I do not like that word, man. Black, Indigenous, people of color. As the people who have been historically marginalized and everything like that. Now, if you want equality, man, shouldn't you allow somebody to wear a White Lives Matter shirt or hat, or a Blue Lives Matter shirt or hat if they want to support the police? That's not going to be allowed, folks, because here is an example of impermissible elements. Wearing a hat with a hate symbol or a hate speech on it. Now, guys, if somebody says White Lives Matter, they're going to consider that hate speech. We already know it. Blue Lives Matter, they're going to consider that hate speech also because that's supporting the police. Because they're not really truly for equality or respect, because they won't respect white people and they're not going to respect the police. That's my problem with this. So they didn't actually say that here, because if they actually said you can't wear White Lives Matter, that'd be considered racist. We already know that. But also, check this out. Making hand gestures affiliated with hate groups. What is a hand gesture that is affiliated with hate groups besides the obvious? Folks, the OK symbol now is considered a white supremacist hand signal, and people have lost their jobs over it. I mean, you know the OK symbol. If you actually throw up your hand, say A-OK, that's considered a hate symbol. I mean, this is kind of clown world that we're actually living in. But guys, this is a very, very bad move right here, because like I already mentioned, man, politics and sports don't mix. It's like oil and water. They just don't mix together. And check this out. Rose already talked about this on a video, talking about how sports ratings decline, and we had the data to back it up. It says here, because of aggressive woke messaging, 3 times as many Americans watch sports less than those who watch them more often, 34.5% to 11%. 56.3% say they watch the same amount, though not quite 50-50. The number of those who changed habits was undoubtedly represented in the total viewership declines. Ratings across all major sports were down in 2020. The NBA, the most political among them, lost over half its audience in the NBA Finals, a finals that featured its top individual and team draw, LeBron James and the Lakers. That's not viewers watching less often. That's viewers not watching at all. Absolutely. I mean, the U.S. Olympic Committee, by doing this, they're pretty much, signing their own death warrant, because obviously they don't want anybody to watch. This is going to be a disaster, man. They're pretty much, inviting back 2020 all over again. And we know that the NBA, super duper woke. A lot of those players that are going to be on the Olympic basketball team are going to come from the NBA. Actually, all of them. So now the U.S. Olympic Committee is saying, we want you guys to kneel. It's okay if you want to do it. Trust me, it's going to happen. And it's going to be a disaster, man. When we actually get to the Olympics, it's going to be an embarrassment. If all these athletes out there start kneeling for the anthem, social justice messaging, all this is really, really built on a lie, folks. All this stuff is really to promote a far left political movement. Black Lives Matter is a political movement. It's not a social justice movement. It's about promoting Marxism. That's not who we are as a country. It's not. And I don't want to get into all the details about, all the events that happened last year. You guys already know all of that. And you guys know where we stand on that. It's all a lie. I mean, for sports to actually come back and be great again, this is the kind of thing that does not need to happen, because the NBA still has not recovered. They haven't. Anytime some incident comes up, they don't look at the facts or anything. They just start kneeling. And that happened in the NBA this season. But, nobody watched it because the damage was already done. I like the Olympics, man. There's some events in the Olympics I really do like watching. But I'm not going to watch it this year. Especially, going back and dialing back to 2020, being outraged against lies. I'm not down with that. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Make sure you guys check out the website, blackandwhitenetwork.com. In the description. Become a member today or give a donation. All that is in the description, guys. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.